Welcome back. I am the one and only the Cosmic Doc, and I wanted to come on and talk the numerology of 2024. I have to say, the spirit woke me up quite early this morning within the 3 o'clock hour, which is the hour of the unexpected, the hour of creativity, and also the hour of groups. More than just me, more than just you and me, but then all of us. I need us to know that 2024 is going to be a very powerful year for all of us, for you, for me, for all of us across the globe and the multiverses. Wherever there's a two, it is loud, it is big, it is about finding the balance. Wherever there's a four, we have choices and crossroads, choosing to surrender, to open our arms to the universe and say, all right, lead me, lead me, lead me. So again, I'm coming on for us to really think about vibrations and the numbers, and then the vibrational world that is and has honestly always been evolving around us. So all morning, if you will, it's just been rising within me to empower, to allow us to see even more. So within 2023, it's been this year of, yes, the sacred activations, the number and the numerology of seven. And sacred activations, even more concretely, that's been about our own world of where new things have been happening within our personal world. It is sacred to me, or it is sacred to you. And this has been the year of the need for alone time, the introspection, to go deep and to think about loyalty, to really think about the who and what and how. This is all in preparation for our biggest and greatest year of power and abundance. The multitudes, the networks, the connections of ourselves with others, maybe where there's a money flow, getting that right. Maybe where all of a sudden you can see beyond ever before. Within the energy of eight, it is the gaining of new spectacles. It is seeing through to the truth and the infinite. What is your infinite? And numerology, it's trending, but what does it mean? It really is decoding the vibrations to understand how the numbers themselves are affecting us. It's everywhere. Here we are, as I'm recording this, it's within the month of 12. So it's about ourself and the world. You are the one, the two is the world. We're standing at a place of where it can be division, or where and how things can all come together, the apex. And as we move into 2024, the whole energy for the entire year, 2 plus 2 plus 4 is 8. So it is going to be from beginning to end throughout the entire year of 2024. It is going to be about opportunities, lessons, and just evolution, all deeply connected with the energy of 8. That doesn't mean that the energy of 2 or 4 or 20 or even 24 are not happening. In fact, as I'm going in, I want to remind us, if I were to go back and think about it now, maybe we all should have been looking at the 20th and the 23rd of every month to see if maybe, are there any activations that happen? Was there a pattern to your life? Or were there things that were happening globally around that energy? And as we go into 2024, notice the 20 and notice the 24. But again, all the energy is going to be fully wrapped up in that world of 8. Whether you stand it up or to the side, it's still about the infinite. And it is the year where power takes on a greater meaning with even the threads of that. Power, abuse, misabuse, who is allowed to be a part of the network, who is booted out, all this sort of stuff. This energy is very much going to be about what some would say the entanglement, where we're connected or where we maybe go in deeper, and then maybe where we say, let me go find my own self power beyond you and all of this. So as you see the numbers, as you see the vibrations, as you see, you can see the truth, you can see what's coming. So visualize an 8 in your mind, but also think about where and how can you go to a higher place on the pathway of your power. Where would you like to be that takes you to higher ground? Now, as I pull back, I want to remind us about something that has been very revealing, to say the least. So as I was looking at the energy of what is coming with 2024, and we're rounding out with 2023, it made me then go back and look at 2022 in order to see the patterns. What can I now see? Because there's always a story that is moving vibrationally. We just aren't always aware of it. And some of us, we question it, don't even realize we're right here all up in the pot. We're all up in the middle of it. First thing I really want to say is, as we are learning, then we can begin to see and know more. Every January is a preview to the next year. Case in point, within the year 2022, that added up 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. That entire year of 2022 was a 6 energy. It was very much about the higher mind and the core and family and things that have been held close and now are kind of really spilling out to the multitudes, to the many groups. Now, 6 plus 1 made for 7. We are in the year of 7. So in January of 2022, that was a preview of the entire year of 2023. In the exact same way, 2 plus 2 plus 3 is 7. We're in the year of 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. So in January of 2023, we were getting a preview then of what is coming next year within the year of 2024. And then the same thing as we go forward, then we can say that January of 2024 will be the greatest preview of the stronger energy that will come in 2025, which that energy is going to be about 9. It is about clearing the pathway, decluttering, letting go. It's not about losses. This is about a whole new world of clarity. However, we needed to awaken in order to step into our deepest power, and also to clear the pathway of the things that have prevented us from really seeing the full picture. So all of where we are within the cycles vibrationally, this is all connected with numbers. We're in years that are framed by numbers. This century, we may take it for granted, but yes, in the 21st century, we are reminded always about the world and others, because every year since 2000 and onward is and will forever be framed by the number 2. That means that will always be the first energy, and all of it in its culmination with others. The 20th century framed, and those years before, framed by the number 1. That's a completely different world of energy. So now as we look to 2024, when you see 2024, first of all, please don't overlook the 0, because that is very much about awakenings and really seeing through to the truth as wheels of change are moving us forward. And then wherever there's a 2 and more than 2, it is about multiple groups. Wherever there's a 4, it is about crossroads and choices and really new expansive opportunities. For those who say, universe, lead me, again, I'm emphasizing that so we can understand that within the year of 8, it is very much about manifestation. If you don't understand what it is, this is the year that you can say, I am open and ready to become my greatest manifester. And to recognize that you get what you ask for, you get what you think, what you see, what you visualize. So see through to the truth and Vibrationally, we are then opening ourselves, well, to say what we want, but also being open to our best and our highest. So I know that this is a lot. I mean, numerology, it's easy and it's fun. And then there's where, wow, it's not just now. It's not just yesterday or last month or last decade. I mean, even look at the decade that we're in right now in the 2020s. This is very much about multiple wheels of change that are happening and that are affecting the masses, that are affecting the groups. And who is the group? Who belongs, and where and how are the places of alignment, and or maybe there's a separation within the pathway. So from 2022, again, that energy was 6. And then within 2023, we've been moving through this very sacred energy of 7. And within 2024, we'll go to 8. We will go to 8. And 8 is very much about being given a new set of glasses in order to understand and see beyond and far beyond in other ways. This is about stepping into boldness. This is about responsibilities, but test about our connection within the world and really thinking about what we value. Do we value ourselves at all within the groups? And or does the group take precedent over ourself? So whenever an 8 energy is there, this is an opportunity for us to see the big picture and to really understand what abundance is, to move beyond the lack, this I don't have, I need, but beginning to say, I'm stepping into my power and getting even more than I could ever imagine. So again, stepping into that visionary energy. And no doubt, we're going to be tested on our balance. We're going to be tested on how much we give beyond ourselves, but also the multitude of our powers. It is very much about multiplicity. I have to say, this is going to be the energy of the harvest and fulfillment and producing and enjoyment, fun, really going deep on the path towards our greatest self-transformation. This is very much going to be a year of heightened spiritual energy where some of us really grab hold of our own understanding of the infinite, and we really dig into the hard work that can come with greater recognition and far more greater opportunities than we ever can imagine. Because within an 8, it is a vibrational magnet. That's where and how the manifestation can be even higher. So we be unafraid to seek the truth, to speak the truth, and learn from the energy within the year of 7, which is about loyalty and our friends and who are those that we really want to hold close, who deserves, who do we value, who values us in their life or being a part of the team or the group or the tribe or whatever, but never forgetting those that really matter and that hold us close and get us and let us be who we are. And within an energy of 8, it is about finding the boldness and courage and strength. So, on a higher level, vibrationally, we can look to being our best self, really moving towards that energy with the steadfastness and the ability to see the bottom line and to really grab hold to our ambition, to really move forward towards our dreams and our goals and just this bigger picture of, wow, it was time for me to awaken so we can lean on in. Now, all I got to remind us, wherever there's a vibration, there is high and then there is low. And within this 8 energy year that we have coming in 2024, again, looking within the numerology, what do we see? We want to guard against our own impatience, but then calling in balance and peace of mind and even stillness where things can get too loud. So we may then see the impatience in others, some people getting pushy or being just downright thoughtless about others. This is where abuse can take center storm, where all of a sudden we begin to realize it's not just one way, that there are many versions to that. The vengefulness may come out Others, as they'll say, the gluttonous side can emerge. So this is where it's important to find balance, to have moderation in some important ways. Stress can go to a higher level, and some of us can honestly become hot tempered. So if and when we feel that fire rise, well, find a moment, take a breath, take a pause, go meditate, go hug a tree. Because the eight energy is about many minds, many worlds that can either clash and or come together, almost like the shaking of hands and finding the compromise and finding the balance and the flow within our lives and also the global world. So as you think about the webs that are happening around, think about your place and or getting off of that karmic wheel of others. So next year will be about ourself, our power, and our transformation. Now, as we are moving even more through the conversation about the numerology of 2024, I want to go ahead and very quickly highlight what is coming between January and December. Obviously, within the current world that we are in, we know that we have 12 months. And every month has a number and a vibration. And if you even want a basic level on that, I encourage you to go look at really what was the first of a trilogy, 3. But Numerology 101, Everyday Numbers, Decode the Vibration. That book, it was written for us to gain the basic understanding from 0 to 12. And if we really want to understand what is going to manifest within each month, then start basic. We got to look at in January, it is very much about one. You are the one. It is about the self. Maybe you're spending more time alone, but it is also about the activation. There's something, a whole new surge of energy that is rising within us. So within 2024, within the first month of the year, 8 plus 1 is 9. Again, it'll be a preview to what is coming in 2025. January, it is about letting it go. Now we are seeing clearly, oh, it's time for me to go, or it's also time to let this go. Whether it is people, whether it is just bad habits, maybe it is also just cleaning the house, cleaning the office, like cleaning the car, whatever that it may be. It is about sweeping away the cobwebs of other things, other people that just have created perhaps stagnancy within our lives. So within this month of I am here and it is the new year of 2024, take stock of where do we need to clean? Where do we need to get to sweeping? You and that and all of it. Get it up out of here. That energy, the whole month, the tests are going to be about ourselves and where and how we need to let go. No more. This is over. And or look at these new beginnings as I really step into my brilliance. So January can be the finding one's power in the mind, the ability to give of higher ideas, the creativity, and sort of a whole new rod of information that is coming in. So this is pointing to downloads, surge of information. So be open and be ready within the month of January. It is about you. And it's also about endings, letting those things go that are preventing us from the completion, but also the graduation. It's time to level on up. So we get to February within the second month of the year 2024. The numerology of February very much will be about leveling up. 8 plus 2 is 10. So it's about you and these wheels of change. Now we need to embrace the wheels that are happening and see through to the truth. The world may get louder within February for some of us and perhaps all of us, because within the second month, it is about two. It is more than you. It's about us, whatever that us can be. It can be also about partnerships and whatever that may look like, whether romantic or we're thinking about work relationships, but there will be tests around the group and around us. It's time to graduate. It's time to level on up. And this is where completion, where and how are we following through? So those tests And those vibrations of learning and evolving will really reveal itself for, again, this much bigger stage. Now, the other thing about February that's vibrationally appealing is that that can be a month where we find greater joy and greater peace within ourselves as we separate even more from the drama, the karmic wheel of other things and other people. This is where joy, peace, and fulfillment and that access to more, our divine more, can really emerge. Now, within the month of March, again, within the year 2024, that will be a month of great illumination. You will begin to be able to see far and beyond. New lights are cutting on. I would bet by March 1st, all of a sudden you're like, whoa, it's like waking up out of a dream. What is happening? And then you can grab a hold of what is happening as new worlds are emerging with you in it and at the center. And then also thinking about where and how, what is your place within these changing worlds? Um, how do you want to give to the world? How is the world giving to you? While also within the month of March, we can look to our multitudes. Again, within the year of 2024, it's about the multidimensionality of ourselves. Maybe now all of a sudden we're going to step into 3, 4, and more projects. Because again, wherever there's a 4, it is a little bit about more and more and more. So within March, the multitudes and the ability to see even more as the worlds are changing around us, it is finding our place of alignment within all of that. Now, we'll also let us know that March, with that energy, will be a preview to November, because we know November is the 11th month within every year, but 8 plus 3 is 11. So within March, that energy will match very much what the lessons, the evolution that can come through the 11 energy, again, within March and November. Now, moving on to April, April will lend itself to more choices, and it very much will be a crossroads. It'll be, we have to see the turn that is right here, this fork in the road, as we think about ourselves and our place and how, where, and how we want to choose to be a part of the group or just sort of let it go. Sometimes we have to let go. Now, what is also interesting, and yes, vibrationally, I'm always going even nerdy in this way, is that April, 8 plus 4 is 12. April will very much match the energy of December, because we know December is the 12th month. So again, as we're looking at patterns, they are not disconnected. They're all in a cyclical flow. It is in knowing that then we can see more. So again, within the month of April, it is about finding our roots and at the depth of who we are, going even deeper, maybe in a project or maybe a relationship, or getting deeper in the cleaning, or just diving even further into some project or whatever world that we are a part of. But it is finding passion and greater ambition and depth. Now, within the month of May, and every May, it's always, I mean, come on, within the number 5, change, change, change. So within the month of May, this 5th month, it is even more choices that will come through groups. They'll be connected to groups, but also unexpected choices that can emerge. Because of the 13, 8 plus 5, the 13 energy, which reduced is 4, but it is you standing next to a multitude of opportunities, while also managing the, whoa, I did not see that wonderful opportunity coming my way. 3, that energy is very much about the unexpected. So again, we're talking about May of 2024. Yes, it is going to be a month of change and freedom and expression. And through it, some of you really may be standing next to a whole host of opportunities that take you even deeper to who you are as you open up to the universe and say, I am ready for even more. So as we move into now, well, let me back up just to kind of highlight one big thing, that the energy will get even bigger within May as we have a shift of signs, as they say, on some level that it's going, well, not some level, but just that we'll see the shift from Jupiter and Taurus to Jupiter and Gemini. For you, that can just, for all of us, it's going to be big, big, big. It is about finding the guru within ourselves. And it is even more about the multitudes. It's about communication. So within the month of change, expect massive change within yourself and the world around us, and also communication and how we deal with the world of others. We also may find the restlessness within ourselves as we are dealing with the unexpected. So get ready for that. Now, as we move to the month of June, the 6th month, as we have the choices and opportunities on the table, then it is making the decision to step into the changes that are happening all around us. So this can be some shakeups with the core, with the family, with things that just have kind of been kept close, that now we're moving forward with vision. We're moving forward very quickly. And perhaps for some of us, we could have the rug pulled from up under us. I gotta be honest, that could totally happen within that energy of wherever that there's a 5, it just can manifest that way. So as we're moving to the month of July, that is very much that 7th month. It is the sacred month. Every July, I know me personally, I feel like I need more time to myself. Well, that has been what 2023 has brought for us. A lot of us may need more time to ourselves because 2 plus 2 plus 3, 7. And 7 energy is burning the midnight oil for our own selves, but maybe waking up in the middle of the night, really just kind of pontificating on a few things. Well, that energy and the need for the alone time in order to understand the changes that we now have agreed to and or are happening around us and very much affecting our core. In July, the test will be about the core. Maybe now we are about to be lifted up to a higher level. It's almost like being lifted up out of a rocker and move it even higher, so we can give to the world, and we can give to the world from our higher self, our higher mind. And this is all in preparation for the real month, the greatest month of 8 energy, that we will see the most pronounced activations happen, and that is in August. That is the 8th month. So the 8th month within the 8th year. Oh, imagine then on 8 on the Lion's Gate in the year of 8. Boop, boop. Love it. That month of August is very much going to be where we're standing next to a whole new destiny. What? Wait a minute. Time to awaken. You all didn't know? Look at what we were capable of. There was a whole new inner power, a greater illumination that is there for you to cut the light on, for the world to see you in a whole other way, and for you to arise into a higher power. I mean, again, in the 8th year, whoop, whoop, get ready for August in that 8th month. Wow. I mean, I'm filled with joy just sort of thinking about it. Not even just sort of, but it is thinking about being in that energy, because it's very much going to be about some of us going to be stepping in the destiny that you never really saw, but it was all leading towards this. Within the month of September, as we clear the path within the 9th month, then we're also really thinking about our new choices that have come from the past in order for us to move forward on the pathway. And so we can step even more, so we can hit the gas pedal on the energy of 8. So this 8 energy very much will arise numerologically, if you will, within September and August even more. So again, the 8th month being August, but then within the 9th month, September, 9 plus 8 is 17, and 1 plus 7 is 8. So we're going to see that 8 energy as we're really just finding our flow in different ways. So be unafraid of this whole new power and opportunities that will just be everywhere. No way to hide from it. The world is now seeing, who are you? What is happening? This is the potential for all of us. And this will come from, you get what you think about, you get what you ask for. It's a whole new power. Let it arise. Within the month of October, this rise of power, clearing the pathway, is going to take a whole other pronounced place for us as well. Because again, we're going to be moving into the 10th month within October, and that is very much about, it's time to graduate. Look, whoever and whatever has held us back, I'm moving on up. It's time to really level up to these new creative ideas that are emerging as we find our power and as we declutter, so we can then really clearly see what and how we want our pathway to be in the near and far future. Now, I want to highlight something else because there's two big astrological things that will affect the numerology. Now, for those who don't know, within January of 2024, Pluto will be moving into Aquarius. And that is like power with the groups and the world stage. And this transit will go until October. And then we're going to lean back into, I'll say, this generational energy of Pluto is going to return to Capricorn. So this is where we can get practical within our living. And we're really just sort of preparing for the longer legacy. We're going to get 2 months with that. So within the 10th month and the 11th month, Pluto will be in Capricorn. Again, we can get practical about our living. We can get practical about our legacy. We can just really get bottom line and get smarter as we prepare for what's really going to be taken off for the next 2 decades. Because by December of 2024, then Pluto will be moving into Aquarius and it will be there for the next 20 years. Yeah, we'll be dipping in and out, but nonetheless, Pluto's going to be in Aquarius. So as we find our own self-power, it is of thinking about our power with the group, both connected and also with some nice boundaries. Hey, look, we can't all just be up under one another. We got to find our way and find our evolution. So I want to highlight that as I'm winding it out to say that within October, again, we're going to be moving to graduation, sort of this completion on the pathway. Within November, new lights will be cutting on as we have been embracing the letting go. There are no losses. This is more about expansion and whole other ways that we needed this, we needed them, we needed that to be gone in order for us to move forward and to really step into who we are. So within the month of November, it is the 11th month, but the energy will be 8 plus 11, 19. And 19 is you standing next, you're the one. And then the 9 is being smart in the living and the evolution. But the 19 then going to 10, then going to 1. You're the 1. And the 10 is about leveling up and graduation and really just, you don't have time for the nonsense anymore. Get gone. Okay? Because by December, the 12th month, it is again, we're right back at where we are right now in December of when I'm recording this of 2023. We're thinking about ourselves and the world and our place. Now, what is very unique about the energy from beginning to end, we're moving in the scale, if you've noticed, from 9 all the way to 20, because every month added to the year of 8 is telling us what's coming. It's all in the numbers, trust me. The numbers never lie. So 8 plus 12 being 20, in many ways, the numerology is saying by next December, that's when we're really going to be moving into this, the essence of the energy of the 2020s, of the 2 and the 0 and the wheels and the world, and finding our balance in a world that is loud in thought and mind and emotion and expectation that maybe we are swimming up in or where we expect others. So within December of next year, embrace the creativity, because as changes are happening and we're finding our power, then we can really find our tribe. We can find the group of those, we can get those, we can find our place and belonging in the world that is, yes, ever changing, but it's even more fulfilling when we can find those who not only get us and have operate within a higher mind, but where we can just be our authentic selves. So within 2024, as we find our power, it also is finding groups, finding the connection with others that are far more genuine than those that have come before. Trust me. Because in the clearing of the pathway, it's been necessary so we can distill and get on down to who is real, who is not, who, keep it going. And then yet who is also the hindrance to our dreams. So as we step into our power, we got to be very careful about the vibration of others that are around us as well. So again, I am the one and only, the Cosmic Doc, and I needed to come on and talk the numerology of 2024. Just as we're rounding it out, I really wanted to keep us empowered from January to December in 2024, but also to give us the overall understanding of the energy of the 2 and the 4. Well, the the 20 and then the 24, but also thinking about the 8 and all the energy and the numbers around us. And if you want to know even more about the numbers and vibrationally how to go even deeper, then I encourage you to look up Numerology 101, Everyday Numbers, Decode the Vibration by yours truly, the Cosmic Doc. And there's also that very high level book called Numerology 102, Birthdays, Lifepaths, and the Personal Years. That is the only book on the planet that decodes from 1900 to 2099 to tell you about the energy of yourself, where we're going, so that way you can know what is and where will we see this 8 energy come up for the next future years. Where have we been in the past? So if you want to know even more, if you want to talk numerology, you want to get a numerology reading, you just really want to connect vibration that way, send me an email at thecosmicdoc@gmail.com. Sometimes I'm on YouTube, sometimes I'm on Twitter. I mean, I'm just everywhere with the podcast. This is vibrationally where we are and where we need to be, and get ready to surge even higher on your pathway within this wonderful dynamic year of 2024. It continues to be an honor for me to continue to empower all of us, I have to say. And 8 is woo, where we're all going to rise up. So, all right, now, I'll talk to you soon, and you know that I will what? Empower you soon. All right, now, take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.